Cornelius. Hvor er du? Er du der, Cornelius? Kom hen til far. Kom hen. Kom hen til far. Det var godt. Hej med dig. Og du er så dejlig, ja. Så dejlig ude i Cimbrer Campen, hva'? Det er så skønt. Du passe på reven deroppe, ikke også? Den er ikke farlig for dig. Det var godt. Hvor er du dygtig. Hvor er du dygtig. Ja, hvor er du dygtig. Min
Hello and welcome to Kimber Bushcraft, and welcome to my series Vikings from A to O. And this time it's about the letter B, and it shall be about blood eagle. Yeah. First I will welcome you to Cimbrer Camp again. I have Cornelius with me, and the weather is nice today. It's warm, about 17 degrees, and no wind, but the sun is not shining much. That doesn't matter, it's very cozy out here anyhow, and perhaps there will come a little bit of rain later. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to make a nice cup of coffee with my little special thing, and yeah, I'm excited to tell you about the phenomenon of blood eagle, something they used in the Viking Age. So I hope you like. Oh yeah, the blood eagle, a gruesome way to die. Those of you who have seen the series Vikings probably remember that the Jarl Borg was. They made a blood eagle on him, and yeah, that film is fiction, and I'll tell you a little bit later why that is fiction and not the whole truth. But because the blood eagle was so gruesome and violent, scientists for many years thought of it as it was a legend, nothing that had happened in real life. There's no archaeological finds that prove that the blood eagle was performed. There are some writings in some sagas and some poems. I think it's 9 accounts that tell about something that could be the blood eagle. And here on the picture stone from Gotland in Sweden, you can see something that looks like a blood eagle was performed on a human being there. But new study shows that it actually could have happened. The science say that with the weapons or the tools that they have in the Viking Age, it is possible for people to do a blood eagle on a victim. And although it's very difficult, it is physically possible to do that on a human body if they did it the right way. Series Vikings, Jarl Borg lives a long time into the process, but in real time, the science says the victim would die very early in the process, and it was only be the body or the corpse that was tortured to the end. But how was the blood eagle performed? Yeah, the victim was tied in the hands and pulled out together, and then from behind there was a man with an axe, and he separated the ribs from the spine, and when that was done, then he took them out and spread them out to the side. And he had to be careful that the lungs wasn't affected, wasn't damaged, because afterwards they took the lungs out, and then they look like wings. And if you see the victims in front, from the front, you can see it's like an eagle with the wings, the lungs and the ribs spread out to the sides. Yeah, it's very gruesome and very violent. And if you see it with our eyes, look back, you probably think it's very violent and very evil and gruesome, and yes it is, but in many places in Europe they did something like that to their enemies. And now to the most important question: why was this performed on enemies? Was it torture? Was it punishment? Or something else? Some science says that it was a way that the victim to die with honor, so they could come in Valhalla. Like if they died in the war, the Valkyrians came and took them to Valhalla, where they could feast with Odin and Thor and all the other Aesir. But this could be a way that they could kill a victim and then show him honor by doing it this way. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think there's another reason why they did these blood eagles on the enemy. It was some kind of humiliation for the victim, because it was mostly kings and jarls and powerful enemies that was subjected to this treatment. Yeah. And to sum it up, I believe that the blood eagle had a meaning. There was a purpose for doing that to the victims, and it was to send a message back home to the country they came from, telling them that the Viking was badass and they was on top of the food chain. So yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, this was only a short little thing about the blood eagle. I hope you find it interesting. What do you think? Do you think it was possible to make a blood eagle back in the Viking age? And what was the purpose for that? Yeah, it's not something we are particularly proud of here in Scandinavia, but well, it's history, and we have to confront that and say that's a part of our heritage.
Nej. Kom her, Kenneth. Så er der vand til dig. Fresh water for you. Yeah? Now I think it's beginning to rain.
Yeah, I know this will be a short video. I'm very busy back home. A lot of project, but the project with the Viking shield is coming to an end. Here's a little teaser. You can see something about the shield and some details I have made on it. So I think my next video will be about that, and I made a tutorial, a DIY video about how I made this shield, and it takes a long time too to record all those steps, but I think it's worth it. I've just seen the footage for the things I have done now, and I think it's cool. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And yeah, it's been a nice day out here, a short day. Cornelius is having a good time. He's always very happy when he's out here in Cimbrer Camp. As I mentioned before, we have a little fox here in the forest, and when we came up here, Cornelius could smell the fox. So he's a little bit alert here, and he was on his way up to the foxhole, but I called him down because I'm not sure how the fox will react if he sees Cornelius. He's just a little dog yet. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. Yeah, as I said earlier, it's beginning to rain a little bit, and then it's double cozy to sit out here and in the dry condition and look out on the forest when it's raining. I don't think it's going to rain much. It's probably nothing you can see, but it's dripping, and everything is so quiet out here. Yeah, I love my Cimbrer Camp. I have a small project I have to do now, or I want to do now, on my sawhorse. I have to repair it. So yeah, you can follow me there and see how I do that. Yeah, and as you can see, my sawhorse, two of those have broken off. So I want to put a new one in. And this is an auger, Scottish eye auger, it is called. For those of you who don't know that, it's something that has been used for many, many years, perhaps in the Viking Age. And on my website, kimberbushcraft.com, I have links for most of my gear, including this auger, and I have links for two link sites, one for my bushcraft and one for my Viking, and I think this one is on my bushcraft. Yeah. See if this fits in. I think it will. I just have to this is dry wood, so it won't shrink. I hope it won't. Yeah, I have to cut it here, but that's easily. I'm going to make another one over here. Yeah, I'm going to use my Kimber CX. Also have a link for that. It's a beast. I can recommend you that. That'll do. Another one here. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, folks, this was all for now. Thank you for watching Kimber Bushcraft. I hope you enjoyed this little video and my series Vikings from A to O. And the subject, Blood Eagle this time, yeah. I'm glad you joined me out here in Cimbrer Camp again, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye bye and take care.
Oh.